How about now? Can you guys hear me now? Okay, good. All right. Give me like a little bit, and then I'm gonna get started, and we get into this. AC sound, yeah, I know. It is just, bro. Like I am just fucking exhausted by this heat, man. You just can't get away from it. All day, every day, no change at all. It's just brutal, man. It's like oh my god, I don't want to do anything. I hate the summertime. It's never been like this before, man. Like it's too much. It's like IRL days. Yeah, it's like you don't want to do anything. Sounds like a good depression, my friend. Yeah, it's about right, man. Holy fuck, it's so hot. Okay, yeah, I'll give it a little bit. I wanted to do like an update video today about like kind of like where I've been, and then probably just go over. There's like one WoW thing I wanted to talk about, and then I'm just gonna chill. That's about it. Never-ending heat wave. Yeah, it's like every single like. I heard that in the UK it's really bad too, right? Like, is that like I'm not sure. Like that's my understanding. Yeah. Like it's really bad. Yeah. Like for you guys, I think it's probably worse for you guys than it is for us. Even though it might not be as hot as it is here, because like for y'all, it's not like you're not used to that, you know. So you don't have like the infrastructure and like the AC. Like there are probably places without AC over there, you know. And it's just fucking brutal. Yeah, you got no AC. That's a totally different fucking situation. Like over here we have AC. I mean, it's just like I have my AC running at like fucking max all day every day. I still can't even cool down the house. It's so hot. It's insane. And so yeah, that's it. Houses are built to keep heat in too. Well, I don't know what it is, but it's just crazy. Like I'm just sitting here, I'm sweating. Like sitting here in my room with like the AC blowing, I'm literally sweating. It's nuts, man. Yeah, no, this is the hottest room in the house for sure. But like, I mean, I don't know. Like, I probably got to get an electrician or somebody to come out here and get it fixed. But I feel bad for even asking anybody, you know, because it's just fucking, like, I guarantee somebody goes into that fucking attic, they're gonna die. Like, that's it. Like, they dead if they go in that fucking attic, man. It's so goddamn hot, it's crazy. Oh my god. Fuck. SG, yeah. Insta death. Yeah, I honestly would not be surprised if it was 130, 140 degrees in there. Like, it's brutal. Normally don't turn off your PC. Might do so, might help a bit. The thing is, like, it would, but I just don't want to. Like, I'd rather just fucking deal with it. Yeah. The problem is, like, so, I'll tell you what the problem is. It's like, so if I put my hand on this wall right here, it is hot. Like, it's warm. Like, this wall has, like, no insulation on the other side. That's what the problem is. Like, that straight up is what it is. Like, everything else is like, yeah, like, I mean, heat rises, like, you know, right? But, like, that's the fucking problem right there, and that shit needs to be insulated. Now, I could buy insulation and do it myself. It is not impossible to do that. I just do it at midnight and get it done, but I don't really want to. I've never done something like that before, and, you know, I don't want to take that risk. Yeah, I'm getting baked, man. I'm getting fucking baked. Right, not that in 30 minutes. Yeah, I know. You just put the shit in there. I get that. I totally understand. Millionaire doing insulation himself. Bro, it's like, as I said, man, I feel like I'm like, it's like attempted murder if I hire somebody to fucking fix my shit right now, man. I honestly just feel bad about it. That sounds nuts, but there it is. And so yeah. Anyway, I gotta talk to you guys. I guess we'll pretty much just get started, and pretty much I wanted to. Obviously, I have not been online. Let me actually take a drink before I start this. Hmm. Hmm. That's what I say. Yeah, I know. I know. But listen, I probably need to get it fixed. I probably will, honestly. Let me get this, move this up a little bit. Usually I sit there in my chair like this. Is usually how I sit. Actually, like this. I'm like this. This is how I play the game. I go just like this. And so like this is the normal Asmongold everyday posture and gameplay, right? And so like sometimes it's a little bit, and then also I'll be like this too, like that, right? Because I'm like not sat up in the chair at all. I'm like slid down on my ass like halfway off the chair. I'm like, oh man, I hope this shit drops. I don't want to do this shit again. That's what it is. And so actual South Park, yeah, like I saw that guy, he was chilling, man. I tell you that. I wish I was chilling. I'm fucking hot. Anyway, let me just sit up because I want to talk. So yeah, listen. Obviously, I have not been online. I don't know how long it's been. It's been like a week or some shit, right? And so like I wanted to talk a little bit about why I haven't been on, what's been going on with me, and like kind of like where I'm at. So I've talked about this a little bit on like my Twitter and on my stream, my second stream, 2 weeks. I don't even know. But it's been a while. And so I've been fucking busy. That's what it is. So basically, I had a situation occur. And that situation was that my car had to be taken in for maintenance, and also because it was out of inspection. And it was like basically fucking one step away from the junkyard. And to be honest, it should be in the junkyard right now because the repairs I did on my car cost $2,500, and that's probably more than the car's worth. But let's go ahead and forget that. I got the car fixed, but like my car was in the shop. It was like 110 fucking degrees. I had like some like I had some other like I forgot even what it was, some other bullshit going on. I needed to talk to somebody. It was some like responsibility I had to do. My dad was sick. And on top of all that, I remember like I didn't get a call back from my dad, and this was at like I don't know, fucking 4 p.m. because like I called my dad and I'm like, yo, so what's up with the car? Like, are they gonna have my car ready or not? And he didn't answer, and so like I'm fucking freaking out. So I'm walking like literally miles over to his house in the 110-degree heat. It's fucking sun's out. And that's the only thing that's out. I'm dying. And I get over there. He was fine. He just fucking, chilling. And so he hadn't called me back yet. But I freaked out, right? And so I was in a state. I come back home. And, I get my dad to drive me back home because the car was in the shop. And I get some food on the way back. And I'm eating the food while I'm in the meeting with the guys from OTK. And I break one of my teeth. And like all of this shit happens in one day. And it was like one of those things where it was like a reality check where like I realized that my life was completely fucking out of control. Like there was like my sink was stopped up and there was like just black water in half of it, and I was just using the other side of the sink. There's garbage all over my room. I couldn't do anything because there's just trash everywhere. Fucking my car. Like I've driven for like 15 years, right? And for about 12 of those years, if I got pulled over, I was getting a ticket or arrested because I either didn't have inspection, insurance, driver's license, or registration, or all of the above. And so, it was like it was one of those situations as well. And I was just completely fucking stressed out. And there's like a million other things that like they're just like kind of like personal things. Like I needed to set up like tax stuff and like investment stuff that I hadn't done, and and that's like not even accounting for like my teeth and all that. So I had like I guess what you'd call a fucking midlife crisis, and I got so stressed out and so upset. I realized like I need to like take control of my life, because it's just so like it's out of control for my standards. And that's saying something. Like, that's really saying something. Like, I'm the kind of person that, like, you know, it's like it's like there's something bad happens, like somebody throws up on bed, you just sleep around it, right? Like, it's not a big deal. Like, that's the way I grew up. And so for me, that shit was out of control. And so I was so upset and so stressed out, I realized that I just needed to stop what I'm doing and get my life back on track. And that's what I've been doing. And so that's why I haven't been live. You guys can see right now, I guess I'll just do this. Like, I put this shit on Twitter. Oh my God, bro. Like, I've never thought a picture of me cleaning my room would be so fucking controversial. Every fucking 5 minutes, I get a notification. Oh, somebody commented on your post. And it's like, well, you know what? If I had depression and I had to clean my room, I would just not go in that room. Why does he have to put a picture of it on the internet? And somebody else, well, you never had depression. You don't understand that. Like, yeah, well, you don't live in Africa and you're not starving. So what are you complaining about, bitch? And it's like all of this stuff. People are fighting constantly about me cleaning my room. Like, these psychos are in my life. Fucking, and I'm just like, I posted a picture, like, yeah, yo, I cleaned my room. Like, it's been a while, right? It's always been a thing. And, oh my God. Oh, woo! It was a situation. And so I did clean my fucking room. I'll show y'all guys real quick. You guys can see this. I'm not gonna go around the whole thing. Like, all that, like, y'all need to understand, like, this right here was a hard fought battle. Like, that was a war. It was not a battle. That was a fucking war. And then over here I got, y'all know what that is. That's steak and potatoes. That's dinner from yesterday night and the night before. And you guys see, like, I got everything fucking cleaned all the way up. Now, obviously, like, there's just too much stuff over there. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, but we're gonna figure that out. So that's basically where we're at. And so I cleaned this shit up, and like, just for context, like, this shit actually took me like 5 hours. Because, like, for example, like, that shit over there, like, let me see, can y'all see it? Yeah, that. Like, having all that be clean took me probably 2 hours. Because there's just, like, a bunch of paperwork, you know, leftover cords, shit like that, etc. And it was just so fucking... It was just a fucking, like, a cock in the ass. And so I had to deal with that, and I cleaned all this shit up. I got my teeth fixed, the tooth that broke. It was a temporary cap, and I needed to get the permanent one put on. I hadn't done it in, like, almost a year. So I called, I got an appointment, and I got it, that's done. And that's going to lead me into, like, well, what's going to happen with the streams, right? Next week, I have dental surgery, and I scheduled an appointment. It's going to happen. I have dental surgery next week. I don't know how long it's going to take for me to recover. I'm not sure, but they're getting a lot of work done. It's I'm a little bit nervous about it, of course, but at the end of the day, it's going to happen. So that's all there is to it. And then a little bit after that, probably maybe a week after that, somewhere around there, I'll be back to streaming. Everything's going to be totally fucking fine. I did not have, like, a mindset of, like, oh, I want to take a break, I want to quit streaming or some shit like that. Like, that's not, like, I love taking breaks. I love being able to wake up whenever I want and, you know, not fucking do anything all day. Like, sure, but, like, I also like streaming too. And I'm not really at that position. So that's what's going on. And, I got teeth whitening? I did, actually, because they pulled the fucking ones that were yellow out. They put the ones that are a little bit whiter back in. You're right. It's just not the whitening you think. And so, anyway, we be able to MT? Well, I can talk. I'll be able to talk and everything a little bit after that, yeah. Because, like, basically, like, I'm getting a lot done, and it's going to be... like, it's going to be a lot. Like, let me just say that. It's going to be a whole lot. And I'm, again, kind of nervous about that, but it is what it is. So, like, yeah, I plan on being back after I get all that taken care of. There might be a couple of other things I need to do, but yeah, I don't like, I'm not quitting or anything like that. It's just like, again, I had like a come to Jesus moment where I realized that like my life was just like completely fucking out of control. I was ruining my life, and it was just so bad that I needed to focus entirely on getting that taken care of, right? That's really where we're at. And besides that, I've tried to eat a little bit more. I've started working out again, and I've been working out every single day, and I'm going to continue doing that. I've tried to move up from eating from 2 meals a day, or sorry, from 1 meal a day to 2 meals a day, eating a little bit more, and so that's the plan. I'm gonna kind of take this one step at a time. Like, obviously, like, you know, everybody's doing that Camp Canute stuff. Like, I'm not ready to go like fucking full whole hog into it, but you know, just I'm gonna take it at my own pace, and then kind of step things up and take things seriously as I feel like they should be taken seriously, right? And that's it. And so that's what my plan is, and that's where I'm at. And so I just trying to get control back over my fucking life, and you know, like a bunch of like little stuff. Like, I got my car fixed. Holy fuck, bro. Like, so I go to Jiffy Lube, and I go to the Jiffy Lube, and they say that they don't do inspections because the guy at the Jiffy Lube quit. What a surprise. Everybody's quitting. Good idea, by the way. You have to work out there. It's 100 fucking degrees. I'd quit too. And so I had to go to another Jiffy Lube. And they said it's going to be an hour, and I have to wait in my fucking car. And like, I don't want to have my car idling for an hour. This shit's from 2001. Like, bro, this is like that shit's going to kill my fucking car. It's going to kill my battery. But I did, right? And so I sat out there in the fucking heat. Like, I was literally getting cooked. And I came back, I went to Chipotle with Zach, and I realized that I had a headache. I didn't realize this. I got fucking dehydrated because I was sweating so much from the fucking heat, even with the AC on. It was awful, man. And so, I deserve a new car. I might get a new car. We'll see what happens. But anyway, yeah, it's a motherfucker. And so that's what happened, and I had to sit out there for an hour, and then I found out that since my my registration was like out of date by like years, I had to talk to the tax office. I had to take it directly to the tax office, and so I went over there. Luckily, one of the police officers recognized me, and so I talked with him for a while, and I got my shit taken care of. Everything was fine. And so car's fixed, car's taken care of, everything's okay. And so everything's fine now. I just, you know, again, need to get a few other things taken care of, and I want to make sure I get, you know, things under control with my life. And that's been basically what the concern has been. And extreme privilege. To be fair, he told me that they were closed, and he just told me where to go for, because they do like drive-through processing of documents. It's not like he was like, let me take you to the front of the line, Asmongold. There was no fucking line. I just had to leave and go somewhere else. He just told me where to go. And that's about it. And so that's where I'm at. Let me think if there's anything else that's been going on. I clean, like, the thing is with my house, right, is like there's just so much stuff in my house. It's like you're rearranging. Like, imagine you have 5 rooms and 50 things, and like you can only hold 5 things in each room. Well, 1 or 2 of the rooms is going to be cluttered, right? And like that's the situation that I'm at right now, because like so much of my house has like just like clutter and stuff in it. And so I don't know what I'm going to do about that, but I cleaned my, I threw a lot of it away, right? But there's just still more and more and more and more and more. And anyway, garage sale, get a new house. We'll see what happens. But anyway, I got like my bedroom cleaned up because like honestly there was still like, so I had like a sinus infection from like last year whenever I wasn't streaming. It was like during whenever I had COVID, and there was a bunch of like blood everywhere on like the napkins and like paper and shit like that I was like laying in bed like blowing out of my nose, and it had just been there for like a year. And so I cleaned all that shit up. I got all that taken care of, and it's done, thrown away. Like, a room is clean again, and it's fine. So it's like, yeah, I just sleep with it. It's not a big deal to me, right? I mean, like I said, one thing, man, is that no mere mortal can live with Asmongold. Like, I'm a fucking animal, okay? And like, that's not the shit's not going to change. But at the same time, it needs to be a little bit mitigated, because again, it was just becoming it just was stressful. It was like there's so much going on. It was fucking stressful. So they clean, get right. Yeah. I cleaned everything up. I got everything taken care of. There's like fucking like bugs and shit in my bathtub, my shower. I don't know how bugs keep getting in there, but I got that taken care of too. That was fucking annoying. And so, and like I would just shower with them, right? And I wouldn't really give a fuck, but it was just too much, man. It was too fucking much. And sure, buddy. No, as I said, like, what do you expect, bro? What do you expect? Like, this is the way I live. Yeah, it's the way I live. That's not normal, not gonna lie. No, it's not. And like the thing is, it was just too much. It was too much, and like, so I'm trying to get a lot of it under control. I'm trying to get it taken care of and like fucking fix my life. And I that's done. The room's done. This room's done. Fucking my teeth are getting fixed. I'm working out again. Car's fixed. I'm fixing my fucking investment stuff. I've got other shit that's getting taken care of that's like more personal. Don't want to talk about. We're fixing all of this, and I'm so fucking tired of it. This is just fucking annoying. Like, I like my room a lot more when there was like nothing in it, to be honest. I'm very much a minimalist. I don't like to have a lot of things. That's why I put everything up on the wall or something like that. I don't like having things. They're annoying. And so yeah, that's where we're at. I'm just trying to get my shit back together, and then we're gonna be back to streaming, and everything's gonna be normal, and it's gonna be fine. That's where I'm at. Is maintaining progress? It's really not. My room's been clean for 2 weeks now, and there's really no garbage here. It's literally 2 days worth of garbage. That's it. It's actually easier for me to maintain things because it's like it only takes you a few minutes to do it. Yeah, it's no big deal. I've got a few other things that I need to do, but that's about it. So yeah, let's go ahead. I'll read some comments here, and then I want to talk about some fucking stupid shit. Give me a minute. Keeping a garbage can under a desk? Yeah, I have one. It's right there. It's always been there, though. It's been there for like over a year. I mean, that's not really what the situation is. It did help, though. I mean, I'll give you that. How are the plants? The plant is fine. The first one, it died whenever I went to LA. It just fucking died. It was, I don't know what I did wrong, but the other one's okay. I'll show you. Like, why not? Just a second. I just watered it maybe like a little bit ago. There it is. So it's chilling. Obviously, like the plants, holy shit, bro, like there was a wasp. Oh my god, but he's on the outside of the window, man. Like I got scared. I got so fucking scared. There's two of these I hate wasps so much, man. Why is it that they exist? I will never know. Oh man, I love killing them, man. Watching them die there's something special about that for me. I love it. I know I sound like a psycho saying that, but I hate them so much. I love killing them. I love it. It feels so good. And so anyway, plants are fine. Everything's good. That's where we're at. You don't kill bees though. Why the fuck would I kill a bee? If a bee engages in combat with me, I probably deserved it. If a wasp engages in combat with me, it's just Tuesday. Fuck that. Yeah, bees are fine. Who's got a problem with a bee? So I'll read some comments. Have you seen the new Tonar race? I have not. I'll look at all that shit whenever I'm back. Do you feel good whenever you cleaned up? It feels good to not have to worry about where I'm going to put shit. Like, it's more of like a functional thing. Like, it's annoying whenever there's like for example, like if there's bugs in the bathtub, you've got to look at each bug before you get in there because you don't want one to be a spider, right? So like it's like you have to take extra steps to do everything. And I'm fucking sick of it. Yeah, it's just fucking sick of this shit. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, it's tired of it, man. And so, what folks, bugs in the bathtub? Yeah. Let's see. I'll get in through some of this shit and read some of y'all's comments, etc. Get a maid clean your house? I don't need to anymore because I already did it. It's just keeping it clean. That's all. And I can do that. Blizzard nerfed Zackrawrr. I'll talk about that for a few minutes. And so, what about the carpet? I'll probably vacuum the carpet at some point. I just, like, there were a few other little things I wanted to do with the room, and so I was waiting to do that before I vacuumed. But, yeah, I'll vacuum the carpet, sure. Yeah. Have you finished Berserk? No, I haven't yet. I've actually been watching Overlord. I'm on season 3 now. It's good. I like it. You see some of the content on Reddit. No, I haven't seen a lot of stuff on Reddit, actually. It's been a while. Yeah, I'm going to watch the rest of that, and then I'll probably finish Fist of the North Star, and that's going to be a long one, apparently. And then might do some of that, and a couple other ones as well. Attack on Titan. I went through, like, the first season of that. I haven't gone through the rest of it. And, yeah, did you read any manga? No, I mean, I have that Berserk book. Like, yesterday I read, like, one of the, like, graphic books that people sent me. It was the PoE one, actually. The PoE sent me that. I read through all that yesterday. So I'll probably do that at some point soon, man. And that's the way I see it. What JoJo sees it, I stopped JoJo. Like, I'll watch JoJo again. The reason why I stopped watching JoJo is, like, basically the Joseph Joestar in, like, the Josuke arc. Like, he was, like, kind of old. And it was like he, like, didn't know what was going on. He was, like, all, like, and it fucked me up because it reminded me a little bit of, like, how, like, my dad's getting older, and like, it just made me, like, really sad. And so I stopped watching it for that reason, because, like, you know, like, my dad used to be, you know, Joseph Joestar in the previous seasons, and, like, now, I mean, he's still chilling, he's still doing all right. I mean, the truth is he is, but, you know, it's going towards that, and it makes me sad a lot. So yeah, that's it. It is what it is. It is what it is. But I'll still keep watching it. I love JoJo. And so yeah, that's pretty much that's where I'm at. Soul Leveling Best MOA series. They're gonna make that an anime. I watched the trailer for it maybe like 2 weeks ago or something like that. You getting a new? Are you getting a new desk? No, I'm not. I like my desk. I don't have any plans to get a new desk. And so the Grappler Backy. No, I've seen clips of it, but that's it. Planning to watch an anime after Rise of the North Star? Yeah, I'll watch One Piece. It's a long one, right? So, like, there's a lot of investment into it. I also want to get caught up with Hunter x Hunter because apparently they're making new episodes soon. So that's where I'm at. And you know, I usually watch, like, you know, 2-3 episodes a night. That's about it. I don't like to binge shows because I like to, like, watch a little bit of it and then think about what I watched and, like, kind of, you know, process it and then watch the rest of it. Like, I binged Castlevania, and I watched the whole thing in, like, 2 days, and I feel like I don't remember as much of it as I do whenever I think back on, like, whenever I watched, you know, the first seasons of JoJo or Sword Art Online or something like that, right? Yeah, Full Metal Alchemist, right? I mean, that was like way back in. I mean, you get one episode with that. I think it was like almost a week, right? It was crazy. Demon Slayer is really good. Yeah, I watched the first season of Demon Slayer. I liked it a lot. I didn't even really know this at the time, but like, oh, look, I'll show you. Somebody sent me that little thing there. And so I put that. That's my favorite. Inosuke is my favorite character. I know, like, huge surprise. Who would ever have guessed that? Yeah, who would ever guess such an dramatic change of events? But yeah, I liked it because it kind of like the way he acted was a lot like how I acted whenever I did my my D&D barbarian character. So yeah, is it a clean room? Look like a millionaire? I don't know about that. Like, I don't care about how I look, man. Like, it's like looking like you have money. Who gives a fuck about that, man? And so yeah, that's where I'm at. Desk looks weird without 30,000 cups. It does, right? I know. That's it. And what's your favorite game at the moment? Right now, I've been playing a lot of WoW. I've been playing a lot of WoW, and it's been fun. I've really enjoyed it a lot, and I'm gonna probably keep playing WoW and getting into that. And you know, I got my Lost Ark stuff all caught up. My character is 15, 16 item level. So pretty much I run the game now, and that's where we're at. Yeah, I'm popping off, and I've got a bunch of gold and everything to buy. Excuse me, more upgrades and shit like that. But I want to do it for the stream. 6-set relic. Oh yeah, I got 6-set relic. Like, everything's good. Like, I'm totally like on point. I've even got like one level 10 gem, but that's it. But it's a Hellblade damage gem, so it's a big deal. Like, I can hit a Hellblade, like the second hit can go up to like 22 mil or something like that. Dream car? If I had to buy any car, I'd buy a Shelby Cobra. But it's not like that's the only car I like. Like, I would be good with a Lamborghini. I'd be good with any car that is... Like, I don't care about, like, really the way a car looks. I care about, like, the way it drives. Like, I love being able to drive, like, a really, really responsive, like, race car level car. Because it can move as fast as you can think. And it's so fucking fun. I love it, man. Yeah, I get a Porsche. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, there's a lot of them. There's a lot of them I could go with, but that's what I like. I like actually driving it around. I don't care too much about the way it looks. It's not that big of a deal to me. So yeah, you played New World? No, I haven't. I have not. Journed something like that before? Yeah, I have, and it's great. Like, my dad has a he has a like a fucking performance package Dodge Challenger. And, it's got, like, the, like, fucking, like, shifting things. It's got a V8 in it. It's got, like, fucking some, like, steering thing in it. Like, yeah, he's got a pretty badass car. And I love driving that around. And so I would assume that, like, a fucking actual, like, serious race car would be, like, another... It would be, like, that level of a step up beyond that from, like, what my car is to his car. You see what I'm saying? And so, anyway, basically, like, that's where I've been at. That's pretty much where I am. And so I wanted to make a video and kind of just get you guys on the same page, make sure everybody understands, like, what's going on with me, where I'm at, and what's been going on, because I know a lot of you guys are, you guys have been asking about it and everything, and that's pretty much what's going on. And yeah, just getting my shit together, getting my life together, and then we'll be back to streaming, back to doing content, back to doing the usual. That's about it. Coming back, I'm not really looking to do, like, a whole lot of different stuff. I like the way that my streams are going. There's a handful of things that I'll probably change and do differently, but other than that, it's going to be pretty much, same thing. And that's the plan. Anyway, so let's see. Besides that, I'll read a few comments here, and then I want to talk about this Zackrawrr nerf that Blizzard is doing. I want to get into that. Plans to continue Final Fantasy. Yeah, I'm just waiting for, like, the right time to do it. Like, I want to do Final Fantasy, but I feel like it's like one of those things where it's like you can either have, like, a WoW stream or a Final Fantasy stream, and, like, you can't do both. It's a weird thing because, like, the people in the community are just like so vitriolically like opposed to each other. It creates so much animosity that it becomes like an unpleasant environment for people to like watch this stream in. And I don't know really how to deal with that, to be honest with you. Like and so like as soon as I figure out how I want to do that, because I don't like going like back and forth. I like doing like a lot of content for like one game and then going and doing another game after that, because that way I don't have to deal with the discord between the two. So I don't know why people care so much. People care a lot. I think that because they view me as like a but like, you know, a lot of people, and I think this is like, it's like maybe true a little bit, but like not entirely. They view me as like I'm like a kingmaker of games, which I don't really agree with, but people put that on me and they say like, well, Asmongold made Final Fantasy popular last year. I see people say this shit all the time. So whenever I'm not playing their game, they view that as like a betrayal or something like that. Do you see kind of what I'm saying? It was popular before. Yeah, I know, but like the people that think like that are not logical, and so you can't. You're immediately, you know, working off of a false paradigm here. So yeah, give the game a spotlight. Exactly, it's not entirely wrong. No, the thing is, like, it is and it's not, but it's primarily not. Anyway, I think that's why, is because people see that like I have a large audience. A lot of people watch me. They'll play what I play, so they get upset whenever they see me playing a game that they don't like, because, or not playing their game, because they view that as like, well, then their game, and, you know, like by extension of that, like their investment and their interests are less important. It's like this fucking like mental like cuckold thing that people put themselves into whenever I'm not playing their game. It's just so weird. And so I don't know. Sorry, it's all bullshit. Yeah, I know. It's such bullshit. I know. That's my whole point. And I just, it becomes annoying, and so I'm not really sure what I'm going to do right now. It just kind of depends. I'm not going to worry about it that much. Just come back and do what I want to do. So I think historically and just like on a personal level, like I have a pretty bad time. I do a bad job like meeting people's expectations and like dealing with like for example, like, have you ever had like a time where like two people wanted you to do two different things on the same day? Well, like my solution to that is to ignore both of them and stay home. Like that, like I'm very bad at dealing with things like this, and it's just like on a personal level, like I don't like getting pulled in different directions. It just like fucking freaks me out, man. And so anytime it happens, I have a very bad time dealing with that. So yeah, that's a good decision. Yeah, it's I mean, like I mean, I could blame other people, but like, who cares? Other people are gonna do what they're gonna do. Like, it doesn't matter. It's ultimately up to me how I'm gonna approach it. So we'll see what happens. And yeah. You gained weight in your time off? No, I have not. And if I have, as I said, I've been working out every single day. Like, maybe it's a slight amount of muscle mass, but other than that, no, I haven't. I think, if anything, I might have lost weight because I've been exercising and moving around a lot more. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. I remember the amazing One Piece drawing on Place. Yeah, I think I do remember that, yeah. I think so. You need to get way more. Yeah, I know. Stat react content. Yeah, there's like 50,000 videos I've got to watch. So, yeah. That's where I'm at. That's kind of like, that's just, you know, it's like my own personal struggle. And, you know, again, I'm just very bad at managing expectations with people. And, like, it's just not really, it's just hard for me to do that. But anyway, yeah. I've talked about a little bit about this, the WoW stuff. Obviously, you know, like with Dragonflight, I felt like the Blizzard's done pretty much, they've done the right things. They've been making good calls. They've been doing things that were smart. And Blizzard heard that and they said, bet. And so they are nerfing the Drakthir sword. So like basically Drakthir can use the... they can use like a racial ability that effectively allows them to do dragon flying in the old world, like Eastern Kingdoms, Outland, Kalimdor, Northrend, etc. Right? And so like people were using this, and they had like bunches of videos of this. Like Max was doing it on his stream, I saw, and there's a bunch of videos on Twitter of people like flying around with Zackrawrr on the alpha and just going through like the old world. Like I don't know if somebody went through like the Great Wall of Pandaria, in Miss Pandaria, and like they were flying through the little holes, and it was really, really cool. And so Blizzard nerfed this. They nerfed it by 30%. And so this is not, for anybody who's a PoE nerd, this is not an increase of 30%. This is 30% more. So that is, you're not nerfing it by, it was 910% and now it's 880. No, now it's like 670. So it's like 30% of the entire number, not 30%, additively. And so, yeah, what does it say? It says from roughly 930% to 640%. And they've nerfed this now. Blizzard has done this. Now, I want to talk a little bit about why Blizzard's done this and what the reasoning behind it is, because I find it to be very interesting. In the Dragon Isles, and I'm just going to read out the comment here. In the Dragon Isles, all characters of all races are on similar footing in regards to their ability to traverse the terrain, because everyone can summon a Dragon Isles Drake. However, this isn't the case in other areas of the game where flying mounts are the mainstay of travel. In Eastern Kingdoms, Soar is currently over twice as fast as Epic Flying, which travels at 410% speed. That result is that the Zackrawrr have a drastic efficiency advantage over characters of other races whenever doing non-Dragon Isles content. For example, Chromie time quests, clearing old raids for transmog, and pet battling. That's right, guys. That's right. I'm going to say this in the most polite way that I can. I hope that whoever made this decision never makes another decision for World of Warcraft ever again. This is the stupidest, most illogical, and disconnected decision that Blizzard has made with all of Dragonflight. Let me explain one reason why it's so fucking stupid. Because whenever you're pet battling, the engine of the game does not render in NPCs into your minimap for you to identify which pet you are going to actually battle, because you're moving too fast over the terrain to render those objects into the game in the first place. Do you see what I'm saying? So the idea that pet battles are going to somehow, like, somebody's, oh my god, like, imagine if somebody's able to, go from pet battle to pet battle faster. How the fuck do you care about that whenever somebody just waits for the one fucking garrison event, whenever it's the pet battle day, and they just level up 10 characters in 2 games? What are you, fucking stupid? Like, how can you be this fucking stupid? Like, how is this? Yeah, it's the Super Squirt Day. I don't want to say that. I might get demonetized here on YouTube. But yeah, basically, so you have, like, there's this fucking pet battle in the garrison, and it's like the kid with the 3 different, like, collector's edition pets. And you can do that pet battle, and it gives you so much pet battle experience. You can level a pet from 1 to 25 in 2 games. I did a video on it, like, fucking 6 years ago or something like that. So how is it that pet battling is a problem for you whenever that's in the game? And how is looking for pets a problem for you whenever, if you are moving at 930% speed, your character is moving so fast that you will not be able to accurately render in the pets on your minimap by the time that you pass them, because you're moving so fast you couldn't see them to begin with? How can you be so fucking dumb? What is wrong with you? I can't believe this. And so we're going to read about a little bit more of this, okay? Soar is important to the identity of the Zackrawrr. From the outset of the design process, we knew that the Zackrawrr had to be able to fly in some form. Yes. Even if we didn't know the specifics until later, but Soar is also a racial ability, and that was never intended to be a massive efficiency or performance improvement over other races. Oh, really? Really? Then why did you let people use the Goblin Jump on Kill Jaden? Why? Like, I mean, humans have been OP as fuck forever because they get 10% faster experience. Like, the dwarf was required almost in some, what was it? In classic WoW, and you didn't change that. Like, the trolls, yeah, it's reputation. It's just so Worgen and Nama, yeah. How is this not the same as being a Worgen and Nama? It's Dwarf Priest, yeah, and Onyxia's Lair. Yeah, like, what are you talking about? Like, this isn't even true. Like, the person who wrote this doesn't even play the game. So it was never intended to be mass efficiency or performance improvement over the races. The two goals were somewhat in conflict. Make Soar fun and fulfill the fantasy of being a flying creature, but don't give one race an outsized advantage across large swaths of the game. I'm so sorry, but doing Chromie time quests, clearing old raids for transmog, and pet battling, this is not a large swath of the game. Who cares? This is Blizzard fixing a problem that doesn't exist. This is Blizzard trying to improve something that was already fine. It's Blizzard seeing a problem that the players don't have. It's ridiculous. Now, I thought logically about this, and I thought about what could be the other reason why this is a problem. Blizzard has different types of tracking software called Warden. This is primarily the main one that they use to identify people who are hacking. So maybe it was that people that were moving with the dragon riding were moving so fast that it was triggering their system. But that's clearly not the case, because if you logically apply that, you must assume that there is some sort of a use case that system uses to detect a player's location and their debuffs, and/or their debuffs. So, for example, because if that was not the case, then that would also happen in the Dragon Isles, but they're not fixing it in the Dragon Isles. So it means that could not be the case, and that there is some sort of use case for this that can effectively whitelist characters based off of different attributes or different characteristics that they have at the time, whether that be their, XYZ coordinates, or whether that be the buffs that the character has. So I ruled that out. I don't think that's what it is. It doesn't seem like that makes sense. So I can't think of any reason for this that's a, boring but, unfortunate reason that it kind of has to happen. I can't think so at all. Definitely the buff. Yeah, yeah, you could 100% do it with the buff. What we found while playtesting these changes internally is that the speed change didn't diminish the fun of the locomotion mechanics. So this is Blizzard being Blizzard. This is, like this sentence, I'm going to read it again. This is Blizzard being Blizzard. What we found by doing the playtesting and these changes internally is that the speed change didn't diminish the fun of the locomotion mechanics. Yeah, well, that's what you said about the AoE cap, but nobody liked it. So maybe you don't know what's fun or not. Because if you did, you wouldn't have lost players during COVID every quarter. So why don't you stop trying to tell people what they think is fun and what's not? Nobody has fun because it's locomotion mechanics. What do you think we are? Fucking Thomas the Tank Engine or a train engine? The fuck out of here. We're not in a train. Care about locomotion mechanics. I want to go fast. It's that simple. It's really cool because you can go really fast. That's it. That's it. It stops right there. Like, there's no fucking like locomotion mechanics. We're not getting out like some kind of fucking physics calculation to enjoy this. It's just fun because you can go really fast. That's it. And so, anyway, Blizzard doesn't understand that. They don't get it. And they're trying to tell other players what they think is fun. And this is what happened again. It's what happened with Azerite gear. Remember that? Blizzard was like, oh no, you don't understand. You'll like it whenever you see it. No, we didn't. Then they're like, oh, well, your covenants are going to work. We can't make it an RPG unless we don't have covenants. So no covenants, no RPG. Oh, well, conduit energy. If we don't have conduit energy, it's going to ruin the game. People are just going to be changing their conduits all the time. It's going to be madness. And then again, like, how many fucking, oh, there's an AoE cap. Oh, if we don't have an AoE cap, everybody's just going to pull everything together. It's going to fucking, I don't know what's going to happen. It's like, what fucking moron does this? What psycho is working at this company that thinks that this is like, I don't understand. It's insanity. You fucking stupid. No, it has nothing to do with locomotion mechanics. People like going fast. They liked going fast. It was fun. You take it away, it's not fun. It clearly wasn't ruining the game. It was working. Like, I never saw Alpha crashing because too many people were going at 930% speed. It didn't happen. The engaging control system, gameplay of conserving momentum and challenging and navigating obstacles are all still present, but also while rewarding skillful use of soar while being able to travel faster than epic flying mounts. This hits both goals nicely. Zackrawrr can engage in a dynamic, immersive, locomotion sea of dragon riding, but aren't able to blitz across a continent in half the time as other characters. Who the fuck cares? Who the fuck, like, here, Blizzard. Let me explain something to you. Nobody's gonna like, oh man, I really like my warrior, but a Zackrawrr evoker can go across Kalimdor twice as fast. So I'm kind of a loser for playing a warrior. It's just, it's not going to happen. It also, like, oh, clearing old raids for transmog. You fucking morons. It's a male-wearing character that has the least amount of transmog in the whole fucking game. So if you're talking about, like, what if somebody's main is a mage? They can't even use a Zackrawrr to do it in the first place. It's like the person who wrote this, it's like they contracted this on Fiverr from one of those fucking random guys that pretends like they're from an Ethiopian village. Like, you know, like they're like, oh yeah, here you go. I want you to pretend like you're writing this on the side of a fucking on the side of a tree. You don't know anything about the game. Yeah, it's a Fiverr pad. It's fucking ridiculous. I'm losing my mind. Want to make a big deal about 30%? Because it's not. It's 290%. It's 30% of the total value, which is 290%. Why am I making a big deal about it? It's not a big deal. I want to make one thing clear. This is not a big deal. Nobody cares. However, this is indicative of a mindset that is bad for the game. It is a bad mindset for the game because it fundamentally misunderstands why people enjoy the game. It attributes problems whenever they do not exist, and it solves problems by making the game worse. That's why. It's the philosophy that's fucking stupid, and it doesn't make sense either. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's the philosophy behind it. It's like, for example, why do I want to be able to change covenants? Do I want to be able to change covenants because it's like some kind of like crazy important thing and I want to min-max my character? No, it's because I like using this ability and I want to use a bunch of cool abilities. Yeah, so like sometimes I want to use like the spear because like that's cool, and then like you know, sometimes I want to use condemn because like I can charge a lot in like a battleground and like it's cool. I'm like a vampire and shit, and so like that's it. If it's fun, boom, there it is, done. It's fun. Problem solved. Conversation over. It's like me saying I want to roll mage because I want to move to cities faster. Yeah, it's stupid. It's just so fucking stupid. And so I really don't like this change specifically. Yeah, exactly. So at the end of this, I'm going to give Blizzard the solution, okay? Alpha period of time is for testing, experimentation, and learning that often leads to change. Due to SOAR being an evergreen feature of the Zackrawrr race, we feel that reducing the top speed is necessary for the long-term health of the game. Thank you for your passion, feedback, and understanding. Thank you. See you in Azeroth. Okay, Blizzard. All right. Here's the solution, okay? You ready? You don't need to do this change. At all. But that's also not the only thing that you need to do. The other thing you need to do is allow people to use dragon riding all over the world. And that way nobody has an advantage. Because everybody can have dragon riding. Oh, but what about the old mounts? What if you can't use the old mount? Then people not gonna want, you're still gonna want to use the old mounts, because if you're on an old mount, you go spacebar, move forward, auto run, and you tab the fuck out. You tab out. That's never going to get boring for people. I don't want to spend all my time. Shit. You know what I want to do? You know what I want to fucking do? I want to go like this. Okay, alright, let's go back to porn. That's never going to get old. No, I don't want to go around. I don't need to go and fucking worry about, dragon riding. I'm not going to want to do dragon riding all the time because it's fucking work. It's much easier to just go spacebar forward and I just AFK. And if that's not true, Blizzard, then why not get rid of flight paths? Oh, that's right, because it is. People still take flight paths even whenever they have flying, so they can go AFK, go get a drink while their character is moving from point A to point B. Again, you just don't understand. How is this? How are we having this conversation? I'm so mad. I'm so mad. That's the solution. That is the solution, is that you change and you make it to where you can use dragon riding anywhere in the world. That way, Zackrawrr don't have the advantage. Everybody gets to use this cool new ability, and it's fun. The game is clearly designed for it, or you wouldn't be able to use Zackrawrr with it. People will still use their old mounts because they're still cool. It's perfect solution. Stop trying to control the way that people play the game. Blizzard, please understand this, that nearly every single effort that you have made to try to control the way that people play the game has been an absolute fucking failure. It was a fucking failure with Covenants. It was a fucking failure with Soulbinds. It was a fucking failure with Legendaries. It was a fucking failure with Legion Legendaries. It was a failure with the Catalyst Converter. Like, oh, you can't use it for the first week. It was a failure with trying to set these unnecessary restrictions on tier gear. It is a failure every single time because your goal is not the same goal as the players. Your goal is to balance the game and make everything perfectly work together, which, by the way, you fail at every single time. But that's your goal. But the player's goal is to have fun. So whenever your goal is something that the players do not share as a goal, you're going to have this massive fucking disconnect, and you're going to have people pissed off all the time. Why are you snatching defeat out of the jaws of victory? Why are you taking something that is such an obvious, easy W and turning it around into a fucking L? What are you doing? Stop it. Just fucking stop. Like, I played this game for fucking 6. It's just stop this shit, man. I'm so tired of this bullshit. Please. Fuck, man. I'm just so tired of this. Just stop it. Let people just use dragon riding wherever they want. It's not going to ruin the game. People are still going to use the old mounts. It'll be fine. What do you mean? What about flying mounts? Oh, well, there are some uses for ground mounts. Oh, really? Yeah, okay. Well, then there you go. Oh, man. Feels like they're taking the company. No, they'll change it. They'll change it. I'm just so mad. I'm so mad because it doesn't have to be like this. The fact is, Dragonflight's been just, like, so great. Like, all the changes, a lot of the things that they've done, a lot of the responses they've had to the community have been so good. They've been so good. And then you get, they give you this dick in the ass. They give you this big fucking dick in the ass. And I don't want it. No one does. Get it out. Just make the game fun. It's fun because people like to go fast. It's not complicated. All right, let's read some comments. I'm gonna just chill out for a bit. Read some comments here. Give me this one. Move this over a little bit. What's the comments? What are they doing with Chromie? Nothing. They're not doing anything with Chromie. Is this the hill Blizzard will die on this expansion? Nah, they're not going to. They'll fix it. It'll be fine. It's just they just need to have feedback. That's all. They just need feedback. See people crying they have to do normal mode raid for the mount. Yeah, I have. I've seen that. Like, Blizzard could do more. Like, the thing is, like, if that many people are upset about something, I think that there's probably something that Blizzard should do, but I don't think that they should make it LFR only. Or LFR. Like, that's... They should think to themselves, like, why is it that nobody wants to play a raid together? Like, what is the real reason for that? Because in Final Fantasy, that doesn't happen. In Lost Ark, that doesn't happen. Why does it happen in WoW? Well, it's obviously something specific to that game. Final Fantasy raids are way harder than WoW raids, in general. Especially anything above, like, the fucking story mode. In terms of, like, mechanical responsibility. It's just crazy. And so's Lost Ark. You're gonna know way more things to do Vaulton than you have to for pretty much any boss fight in WoW. Like on normal mode. Well, Andy's in shambles. It's just, there's no reason for them to do that. Final Fantasy raid's harder than WoW raids. Kick W. Well, I mean, let's be honest. If you look at the amount of time that people took on Dragon Song Reprise, and you compare that to the amount of time they took on Mythic Jailer, I think Dragon Song Reprise was longer, wasn't it? Yes, okay, well then... wow, those people are worse. That maybe, yeah, maybe that's it. I don't know. Not for the entire raid. No, not for the entire raid. All I'm saying is, like, I'm not comparing Mythic. Like, I'm not saying Mythic. I'm saying, like, normal mode raids. Normal mode raids are not that hard to do. So if so many people don't want to do normal mode raids, I think there's a reason for that. And I think that reason is not as simple as they're lazy. Because there are other games that had similar rewards that people don't mauled out over. I think it's more complex. I think it's the fact that raiding in WoW, you already bought the game, why would Blizzard care? Well, that's true, yeah. I mean, a lot of those people were talking about how much they like pre-ordering. Yeah, you're right about that. Yeah, fuck them, that's what they get, right? Yeah, that's what they fucking get. And so, yeah, I think that Blizzard, like, if they make it LFR, the thing is, like, you go back and you look at, like, think about, like, some old mounts, right? Old mounts that were in the game that were just, like, basically, like, gimme mounts, like the Teldrassil mount or the Undercity mount for Battle of the Undercity. Like, nobody rides these, and I do feel like if you get a mount by doing something that is just effectively a participation reward, that mount will not hold its value and people will not care about it. Like, nobody rides the Bronze Drake. There's a lot of people that ride the Green Drake, and there's a lot of people that ride Experiment 12B because it looks cooler. And also it's a little bit harder to get. People ride things and they want things because they're exclusive and they're unique and they're cool. And you'll see a lot of these people's profiles, you look at their armory, and they're wearing the rarest title. They're riding their rarest mount. They're using a transmog of an item that was taken out of the game. So just by their own fucking presentation of themselves, it indicates that they clearly care about some degree of exclusivity. So stop trying to make it to where everybody can get something, because that's not the solution. The solution is making it to where getting it is a fair and fun process for the people that want to participate in it. That's the thing. That's what they need to do. So I don't think the LFR Andes are wrong, but I don't think the solution is to make it an LFR. Does that make sense? The Hand of a Doll, there it is. I remember I posted on my forum, on the Realm forum of Thrall server. First, I wanted somebody to carry me through Hand of a Doll. I needed to kill Rage Winterchill, and I didn't have a guild, or my guild wasn't doing it. They wouldn't invite me. And I'm like, I need some guild to carry me. Listen, I am the highest rated warrior on the entire side of the Alliance. I was. My server was terrible. But I'm the highest rated warrior in Arena. I know the fight. I will do more damage than half the people in your raid. Please just allow me to come into your raid and kill this boss. And somebody did. There was a guild that did. They're like, yeah, it's fine. All right, come on in. And I got my title. Yeah, this is 100 years ago. I'm trying to make sure nobody experiences FOMO. Just make it to where you log on, you get them out for free. Problem solved. That's what they want to do. I mean, they can do that. That's fine with me. Winterchill's a joke. It was, but back then people were so fucking stupid. You gotta remember, like back in Rage Winterchill, that's when people didn't have graphics cards in their computer. So a lot of them didn't even see the death and decay. They're like, death and decay? Like, what do you mean? Why's my health going? Why am I dead? God, these healers suck. Yeah, like that's... Yeah, people had no fucking idea how to play the game back then. I couldn't see Yogg Saron clouds. That was the last tier I raided with my guild. They had enough of me after that. So yeah, what do you guys think about the change, the Drakthir Soar ability change? I'll read some comments about this, and then I want to just play some games. It's bullshit. Yeah, it is. Let's go for rank 1. Maybe one day I will. Doesn't matter to me, not gonna lie, but it's a pointless change. I agree with that. I also, this little thing that I saw, I really, really, really hate what I consider to be fake fans of World of Warcraft. There are people that were celebrating that there was a Drakthir in a wheelchair in the Dragon Isles. And they said that this is, you know, such a great thing that they added a character in a wheelchair. You fucking fake fan. Drakthar has been in a wheelchair for 10 years. You would know that if you played the game. But you talk about shit on Twitter all day instead of actually playing the game. Shut the fuck up. That's all I'm going to say. It's absolutely pathetic. Enjoying Overlord? Yeah, I love it. You gonna play Season 4? Absolutely. Did you see recent changes to Berserker in Korea today? Oh, fuck. What did they do? Fuck. Oh my god, bro. What do they do to me this time? Give me a minute. Give me a minute. Okay. So what happened? Roadmap. What did they do? I don't understand. What do they do? Big buff? Yeah, I knew it. Man, oh, dude. Yeah, Berserker's Technique's getting a big buff? Oh. What? I don't see it. I don't see it. Influx of Berserker's Technique, Berserkers. Uh, it's on PTR. Yeah, no, I want to see if there's. I'm looking on the Reddit. I don't know. I mean, I don't want to swap. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Like, I really don't want to swap. I like playing. You don't need to. Yeah, Mayhem's still good. Yeah, Mayhem's is unchanged. Okay, good. Mayhem's still better. Yeah, I just feel like Mayhem is just. I like Mayhem way more. It's more fun. Okay, that's good. Class balance, yeah. I'll look at that later on. But like, as long as that's the case, then I'm okay. So yeah. And did you vault an Inferno yet? No, I haven't. And you think they'll update the Demon Hunter sword at all? No, I don't. They don't need to. Demon Hunter stuff is fine. PoE Lake of Kalandra. Yeah, I'm gonna play the new PoE League. I am. I plan on it. And what's this here? Just tuned in. You looking good? Thanks. I appreciate it. What was the update? They're buffing Berserker's Technique. That's basically where we're at. And so, yeah, I mean, I just, like, again, like, I'm just going back to the WoW thing. I want to talk about this just for a second. Is like, I think that Blizzard, again, like, they're just making things worse for themselves for no reason. And I hope that they realize what they're doing wrong and, you know, rethink their perspective on how they approach changes in the game. And I think that they need more people that work at the company that understand what players really enjoy and why they enjoy the things that they like. Because there's such a massive disconnect between what players like and what Blizzard thinks that players like and what Blizzard thinks that players need. So the solution, again, don't do the Drakthir change, but allow everybody to use dragon riding all over the world. People will not stop using their old flying mounts because the old flying mounts give you complete control. You have to do, it's brain dead. You just fly. The dragon riding cannot compete with that because it's active ability, it's active gameplay. People like flying mounts because they can just go up and go from point A to point B with no effort. Dragon riding requires effort, so that is an advantage that flying mounts have that dragon riding does not have. People will not stop using regular flying mounts. There you go. So, yeah, it's transportation versus gameplay. Exactly. On topic, when are you going to join Camp Canoe? I'm probably not going to do that. I really like Canute a lot. I do. I think he's great. I think that guy Wake is great too. I think it's great what they're doing. I'm not really much of an IRL stream kind of guy. I'm a bit of a weirdo. And so That's one reason. The other reason is because I don't really want to do like the whole diet thing and get into that. Like I'm starting to work out, but I want to do it at my own pace, and I want to understand it a little bit myself before I take that big of a jump. You know, I want to do it at my own pace so I don't like burn out on it. And if I need advice, I'd always ask Canute. I mean, or ask somebody. I mean, I know plenty of people like Jeff and Cody were into bodybuilding for years, and so I could ask them too. Or my dad. He's 75 now, right? But there was a time that he wasn't. So yeah. This is Stick Statue in the background. Thanks, man. The stream of soda was pretty fun too. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Going straight into 5-day-a-week workouts, which burn most people out too. Well, I'm gonna work out every single day. I don't see why not to. Because like really doing it every single day means you're doing it probably like 6.5 times a week. Because like you're just gonna miss days because you're busy or tired or whatever. Like I missed a day because I was just doing other stuff and I had like a headache and I didn't want to do it. So yeah, that's where I'm at. You're supposed to miss days? Yeah, that'll happen naturally. But yeah, that's pretty much, again, where I'm at. And yeah, I want to make this video and just talk to everybody pretty much what's going on. And go over to the track theory thing too. I was just so upset about that. Holy fuck. So upset. And yeah, that's the plan. And a little of activity and rest days. I mean, sit on the couch doing nothing. Well, I've been trying to, you know, like walking and like, or like, you know, kind of like running. Like I used to be able to, like, I'm gonna be honest, like there's no way, like I used to be able to run a mile in under 5 minutes. I'm gonna be honest, like that's not gonna happen again anytime soon because it's too hot. Like, it's too hot. Yeah, yeah, it's too hot. Like, there's no way. Run in the morning, it's still too hot. I get overheated very easily. But I'll have to just do it incrementally. Whenever I used to work out with Jeff, this was like over 10 years ago. I would always, before I worked out, I would always run a mile on the treadmill. Or like sometimes I do a little bit more than that, but like somewhere around like a mile on the treadmill. And I might just go back to trying to do that. Treadmill? No, I mean like that's not what I meant. Have you tried a Star Citizen? No, I haven't. I have not. Don't do that, just lift weights, nothing else. No, I think cardio is very important. I remember one time I was at the gym with Jeff and I worked out like really, really hard without doing cardio at all. And I remember I left the gym and I threw up outside the gym. Yeah, that was a bad day, man. I remember that very clearly. And so yeah, I want to make sure that I always do that first. Gym with Jeff stream. Maybe one day I'll do that with Cody and Jeff. Anyway, let me go ahead. I'm gonna get on my computer and do all that. God damn, it's fucking hot. Okay, let's see here. Let me get on the computer. Give me 1 second.